Hey, Mike here again. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching me. Real quick, I just wanted to thank everyone who writes their comments and the support they have for me. It makes me feel better than drugs. It's amazing, and I thank you for that. The good and the bad. You know, for those who say bad things, I thank you for watching anyway. You know what I mean? I appreciate it, and everyone has the right to their own opinion. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I just thank you that you're listening to me. And for those of you that send their support and love, thank you so much. And please just continue to pray for me, my brother, and all my friends and family. Um, but I wanted to talk about, they say how God moves in mysterious ways. And I don't know if you can see right here, there's this scar. Um, that happened because, okay, I believe this is God's way of, you know, trying to slow me down because the one day me and my brother were walking up here, up to the place to go get high, and it was later at night, and we normally don't stop at this one spot to see if they had drugs, but that night we did, and we had crossed over the city line from one city to another. And if we wouldn't have stopped there, then what happened? The cops came only because we didn't stop. We only because we didn't keep going to our spot. We stopped to see if there was drugs there. Next thing you know, there's like 5 cop cars surrounding us, and the two head guys were just like, "Listen, someone called in and said that you and your brother were pulling on car door handles, trying to get into cars, and I'll admit to anything, and I have done that before, but that night we had our own money. I didn't do any of that, and they were just about to let us go. The one cop's like, "Listen, I don't got them doing that," and then I think it must have been like God's work, and he's just like his partner was just like, "Well, maybe we should run them, like run our names, see if they have warrants." It turned out that I had 18 warrants, my brother had 16 warrants, and they took us in. And the next day we were in the precinct, and normally they just call you out of your cell and you go in front of the judge, and he lets you go or he doesn't let you go. But this time, me and my brother were in the same cell. They called us both out before court even started, and a public defender had came out to talk to us, and she's like, "Listen, this has gone on for way too long. These are all, petty panhandling tickets. We're going to offer you," they've offered us, community service or whatever, and, we took it. I thought they were going to give us jail time. Like, I didn't think I was getting out for a while. Anyway, to make a long story short, I ended up getting out, and I made it to the methadone clinic on time. And that morning I was supposed to see the psych, and it turned out that he was still there, and he prescribed me Klonopin, this other sleeping medication. He prescribed me that, and I remember nothing after that. I remember getting them filled, and that was it. Next thing you know, I wake up and I'm being pushed on a gurney, and there's all these nurses and doctors, whatever, around me, and I'm just like, what's going on? What's going on? And then the nurse, who you can tell she didn't like me from the rip, she's just like, "You got hit by a car panhandling on 1 and 9. I'm just like, what? And then the next thing that comes to my mind, which is sick, I am on the such and such clinic, I'm on methadone, da da da. That's all I was worried about. I didn't ask what was wrong with me. I just wanted to let them know that I was on methadone so I can get my methadone. And I guess from what I found out is that I was along the highway, and they said I was like going like this against the fence, like back and forth, and then I just shot out into the highway, and the people that hit me stopped. Sometimes you just go, they stopped. They were both sober, and they were, the one was crying. They thought they killed me because they were going 65 miles an hour when they hit me, and I was dead for 4 minutes. I remember they told me that, and when they brought me back, my blood pressure was so low that they didn't know what to do. Well, they didn't know what to do, but they the ambulance came, and they took me, and I can remember waking up and that nothing like that had ever happened before. And the whole time I was in the hospital, I think almost 2 months and I can remember there was just in the back of my head, just always like, I think God didn't kill me, which I could have died so easily. They said, which is crazy. So the main reason, the only reason that a lot of the, well, not the only, but a lot of the reason why I did not die is because I was so intoxicated that my body did not go into shock. And I can remember at that point being like, wow, God spared me for some reason, and He did. And I think about it now, and I thought about it then, that I don't think this is His ending for me. I really do believe that, there's more for me in life than this, because, I could have so every day I get up. I think about, like, how easy it would be for me to have died then. Even like anytime, like when I would shoot up, anytime I did a shot, I could have died, and I haven't yet. But I just, I think that was God's way of trying to try to change my path, and I didn't listen, and He spared me, and He, even still after that, He gave me chance after chance. But looking back now, I just think that I should have been with the whole getting locked up and then getting out when I shouldn't have. And I think that it's a miracle, and I think God has more for me. Just like last night, it was crazy. My brother, how his arm is, and he claims he wants to go to the hospital to get it fixed. Claims that he loves me, but last night God put the path right in front of him. Here, Glenn. This is what you got to do. He was so intoxicated, they sent the ambulance to him. The ambulance was right there. He could have just got on, left, and right now he could have probably been out of surgery or whatever they're going to do and on his way to recovery. But he chose the devil's path and cursed the ambulance people out, refused to go, and now he's starting. You can tell his body, his mind is getting something's like, I don't know, I guess it's the infection or whatever, but he's starting to change. He's starting to not act right, and now he's not only getting angry at the ambulance people, because there's so many times that's happened to him that they came and he would refuse treatment, but now he's lashing out at a lot of the people that love him, and it's killing me. It's I don't know what to do. I'm pretty much watching my brother die, and the crazy thing is that which he had me believing for months is how all that happened to him, his fingers, his arm swelling, and he thinks that he's okay because he feels fine. I'm like, dude, if you were okay, there wouldn't be pus leaking out of your arm all day, and your fingers wouldn't have fallen off. And I remember it was just the other day that my girlfriend was saying to him about the symptoms of like going septic and how quick it happens. And when she was saying the symptoms, he's like, I don't have that, I don't have that, I don't have, not yet, but that can happen so quick. And I just want to ask you guys, please, just continue to pray for him, and that he goes and gets help, and that this is not his ending either, because I'm starting to think that it's going to be. and I'm starting to think that he's losing hope and not caring that this is his end. But again, thank you guys for listening. I'm sorry about yesterday. I took a pill that I shouldn't have, and there's that new drug, the Trank, and I was like a maniac yesterday. I apologize to you and to the people that love me, and I apologize to myself too, because this is not who I am. And there's not. I don't even have a leg to stand on to say that, because this is how I've been for so long, and I just need to prove it and show that this is not for me, and I deserve better, and will work for better and earn better and do better. But thank you guys for listening. Please continue to watch, view, subscribe, thumbs up. All that makes me feel great. And until next time, I'm with